Bhargavi has started recording, Bhargavi.
Okay,
Bhargavi, you can start now.
yeah. Good afternoon to everyone. I welcome all of you to workshop on business model canvas by Dr. B. Santosh Kumar, Innovation Ambassador of Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. And good afternoon to sir. And I request Professor Dhanashekhar sir, Coordinator, Mentor Institution, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, to address the gathering, sir.
Dhanashekhar sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, sir is here. Trying to get connected to audio, ma'am.
Okay, right.
Sir, ask to give permission to the cards.
Sir, you can share the screen, sir.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir. Dhanashekharan, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So shall we start the program?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. You can carry on.
Dr. Santosh ji, are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. Your voice audible, sir.
Okay. Madam, who is giving the welcome address?
Sir,
Who is going to give the welcome address?
welcome address is given by Bhargavi, ma'am, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. I welcome Professor Dhanashekharan, sir, the coordinator of Mentor Institution, that is Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, to address the gathering, to address the students, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving the opportunity. So, as a mentor institutions from Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, I welcome today our resource person, Dr. B. Santosh Kumar, Innovation Ambassador, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. And I welcome our mentee institution, RBVRR Women's College, all the coordinators and the IAC conveners and all the students. So this program we are organizing under the mentee mentor institution schemes. So in this occasion, I am giving the thanks to our Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and the AICTE for giving the permission to organize this type of program to various institutions under the innovation, startups, entrepreneurship, and IBR related topics. Once again, I thank our management to organize this program in RBVR Women's College. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving the opportunity. So I'm hand over to again Bhargavi.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Bhargavi ma'am to present CV of Dr. B. Santosh Kumar. Sir,
Thank you, Shruti. Good afternoon, everyone. Greetings of the day to the chief guest, college management, staff, and all the dear students. I, Bhargavi, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics and Statistics, and member of IIC. I am honored to welcome our speaker, Dr. B. Santosh Kumar, Sir, Professor, Head, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology.
The stream is going up.
Sir has qualified his Master of Engineering from Anna University of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, and done PhD from Anna University, Chennai. And Sir has completed his Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical and Electronics Engineering and also qualified his Diploma in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Directorate of Technical Education. Sir is having 17 years of experience in various engineering organizations. To his credit, Sir's profile is added in the directory researchers in the year 2019 by the World Book of Researchers, WBR International, UK and USA. Coming to the awards, Sir has received many awards like Best Teacher Award 2021 from Global Teaching Excellence Award, Best Performer in Infosys Campus Connect Program, Best Researcher Award, Young Researcher in Computer Science Engineering Award, Corona Warrior Award 2020, and many more. Sir also has a patent, Indian patent and Australian patent, which is granted for genomic processing embedded system for data set generation and deep analysis. Sir has given more than 20 guest lectures and has a membership in various professional bodies. And Sir has done 5 book publications and 2 book chapters and 13 research publications in national conferences, 24 number of papers presented in international conferences, 20 plus conference publication indexed in Scopus, 15 plus indexed in Google Scholar and attended 80 plus faculty development programs, 13 online workshops, 30 plus workshops attended, 13 seminars attended. Now, I welcome Sir, Dr. B. Santosh Kumar to take over the session. Sir, we are eagerly waiting for your inputs. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. First, I thank that our management for giving me the opportunity to deliver that lecture. Ma'am, whether my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I thank my coordinator, that Dr. Dhanasekaran sir. And today that I'm going to give some brief about that business canvas model. Actually, that we know about that startups and small scale industries, middle scale industries, and so that those who are that innovators. So innovators means those who are having that critical thinking. So normally that critical thinking means that normally the people are focusing on that one for each and every problem, only one type of solutions. But for critical thinker, they will think in a different way. So that critical thinker, they can think in different way. They can give some innovative ideas. So from that innovative ideas, so they have to convert into prototype. Then the prototype we are going to convert into startups. So initially that some banks or some even that MHRD also they are giving some funds and all. So they are starting that companies and all. But after sometimes they don't know how to run the business because they are not following that any model. So instead of following that any model, so they are simply they are doing that business by their own. So because of that, some people are facing that difficulties. Now, what is a business model canvas? So the business model canvas is a developing new and documentary existing business model. So this is the introduction of the business model canvas. So it is a great tool to help you to understand a business model in a straightforward, structured way. Suppose that some prototype is there, means so we can go for that along with the prototype and we can convert it into that any product. So like that, this is a model. So by using this model, we can easily convert our that startup in a proper manner. So using this canvas will lead to insights about the customer who serve, what value proportions are offered through what channel, and how your company makes money. So most of the people in the accounts and all, they are using the Tally. So why they are going for the Tally means, so if you are using the Tally software means, you can make your account systematically. So likewise, that if you are using this business model canvas means, so you can you came to know that what are the things are there, how we can do the things, then whether that our whatever the things we are doing, whether it is in the right way or not. So that we can predict. So you can also use the business model canvas to understand your own business model or that of your competitors. So that big business, that business model was introduced by Alexander Osterwelder of Strategizer. So he's a strategizer. Then how to use the canvas. So the business model is canvas is shared languages for describing, visualizing, assessing and changing the business model. It describes the rationally on how an organization creates, delivers, and capture the values. So if you are going for that, if you are searching in the net, so there are a lot of companies, they are using this business model canvas. So that many that top MNC companies also, they are having this business model. So it is a visual chart that allows you to, the first thing is to describe. What is meant by describe means, so you have to describe what is your objective of your startup. So first you have to know that what is the objective of that startup. So for an example, you want to start one company. So it's which is a software company, or you want to start the textile company. So for that, what is the first thing you are going to do means, so first thing is that you have to choose the particular location. So the location is very, very important. And also you have to describe your objective. So if the objective is, it is absolutely right means, so then only you can go for that successful business. So if you can't describe your business objective means, then you can't run the business successfully. Then the next one is a design. So always that design is very much essential. For an example, if you want to construct your house also, or construct some very big building also, first thing is you have to do that some design. So first you have to do the design in that blueprint. So then only that, for an example, if you are applying that loan also, that people will sanction your loan. So they will check your blueprint. So in the blueprint, it may be that it may be crystal clear. Then that invent. So invent means that new things. So then last one is it's a improve. For every great ideas needs a great business model. So without that business model, we can't do anything. So these are the 4 advantages over the traditional business plan. The first thing is focus. So the focus is the greatest impact on driving growth. For an example, that you are an employee. So employee means that you will go to that some organization. So you're working, your work start from 9 o'clock and your work will end by 5 o'clock. So 9 to 5 only you are concentrating on your work. Then afterwards, you have to come out from that organization. Then you are doing your personal work, everything. But if you are doing that, if you are starting your startup means you have to focus 24/7 in that startup only. So then only that you can succeed your business. So for an example, that some people, so they are starting that some business, but due to some laziness and also they are taking rest. So then that next week they are going, or that they open that particular shop. For an example, the Xerox shop. So Xerox shop, they started. So in the Xerox shop, that 1 or 2 days they are going. Then afterwards, that 1 or 2 days they are taking leave. Like that, if they are going means they will lose the customers, because the customers are are that our stakeholders. So from that only that we can develop the business. For an example, that one person is coming regularly to your shop, so that whatever that you are doing, so that is satisfied by that particular customer means, then he will recommend that other person to come to your shop. And the second one is speed. So comparing with the classic that 100 pages of business plan takes a lot less to prepare. But in this speed means that here we are comparing with the previous business plan. According to that, we are doing some innovative things so that that time may be reduced and we have to focus only on that business. Then challengeability. So in the early stage of a startup, it is really important to be able easily to change the things in the model. So in the previous days, that number of competitors are very less, but nowadays there are many competitors are there. So we have to, if you are applying that some innovative ideas, so then only that you can survive in that business, or otherwise that you are not applying that any innovative idea, or you are running your shop in the simpler way only means, then that you won't shine in your business. Then the fourth one is a standard form. It is a standard form is understandable for everyone. So these are the 4 advantages over the traditional business plan. Then that if you are looking for a tool to help organize your startup ideas, you are on the right place, because that whatever the things are there, so with the help of some tools only, that we can develop our ideas, innovative ideas. So the canvas. So these are the building blocks. The first one is the customer segments. Then that second one is a value propositions. The third one is a channel. The fourth one is a customer relationship. The fifth one is a revenue streams. The sixth one is a key resources. The seventh one is a key activities. Then the eighth one is a key partnerships. And the last is a cost structure. Here the first things, the customer segment. So the customers are giving business to that for us. Once that customer is satisfied, then that he will give that business. It means that once that customer is satisfied, he will recommend to his known persons. Then only that your business will be developed. So if you have that structure of segment in this formation, then only that you will get the answer for all of your fundamental questions about any business idea. So here that 9 blocks are given. So there's a key partner, key activities, key resources, then that value propositions, cost structure, then customer relationships, channels, revenue streams, and customer service. So in that previous one, we saw that all. In that first important one is the customer segments, but it is available in the last block. So this is the one example building block. So here they are giving the key partners. So who are the key partners? It is a payment providers, telecom companies, or distribution partners. So this is one example. So for Skype. So for this is an example for Skype. So the key partners are the payment providers, telecom companies, then distribution partners. So what are the key activities? So they are doing, it is a software development and complaint management. So what are the key resources are there? So for that, it is a software developers, software, or Skype brand itself. Then what is the value propositions? So value proposition is that how much value you are giving for that customer. So it is a free internet voice and video calls. So that we are providing. Then that low cost call, landing, and mobile number. Suppose that if you want to make a foreign call means, so with the help of that Skype, you can speak with it less charges. Then what is a customer relationship? So here the customer relationship is, it is a personal service, it's a software download, and it's a Skype descriptions. Then what are the channels? So with the help of the channels are there. It may be a desktop applications, or it may be a mobile applications, or it may be a website. So through that only that we are providing that Skype. So what are the customer segments are there? So this is a very, very important one. So the people globally which held meeting or call their families and friends. So now also that we are using that Zoom. So in that Zoom also, so initially that we are struggling for taking that webinars and all. So with help of that Skype or some other applications only we are taking. But after that pandemic, so it means that during the pandemic that all the education institutions, they are going for that online classes. So that time, these Zoom platform or Google Meet. So these are the platform which very useful for that even that for teacher community and also the student community. So then the companies that want to make a cheap international call also, they are using that Skype only. Then what is the cost structure? It is all fixed and variable cost. Then what are the revenue? So how they are generating revenue? It is a basic service and fee. And that then that credit and subscription. So for an example that in the Zoom also, there are no options are there. For an example that only that limited users are there means, so if it is free means that only that 100 users, 100 people, they can join. But in this similar way, there are other options also there. So if you are purchasing that package, you may admit that 500 people also. So sometimes that if you want to do that a live YouTube stream, so that time also in the Zoom, if you are purchasing that some other versions, so that means that automatically it will, so that options are given. It is directly linking with that YouTube channel. So for an example that you are creating your YouTube channel means you can directly give that link to that particular Zoom meeting, so that whenever that Zoom meeting is started, automatically it is broadcast in the YouTube channel also. So there is no need of adding the people in this Zoom. So they can directly see that what are the lecture is going on through the YouTube channel. And the Skype hardware. So these are the revenue streams. So these are the same one only. So these are the building block, that customer segments, then that revenue streams, cost structure, key partners, etc. The first one is a very, very important one, the customer segments. So the customer segments is, so they are the owner for us, or they are the God for us, because they are only giving that revenues to that particular company. So then that who are the customers? So that one first we have to analyze. So suppose that you want to start one textile company. So for that textile company, first and foremost things, so you have to check that who are the customers nearby your, for an example, you want to start in your one particular area. So in that particular area, you have to analyze that how many families are there in that particular area. So then that how many family members they can purchase that one. So whether that you are selling that high quality textile materials. So whether that family can purchase that one. So that type of analysis you have to do before starting that business. Then the second one is the value propositions. So here that value proposition is that you have to describe the value you deliver to each customer segments. Then that these are the common value propositions are there. It is a newness, high performance, ability to customize, design, brand or status, price, cost reductions, and convenience. So these are very, very important points, because for an example that you are starting the textile business in that particular area. So in that particular area, first you have to check whether any competitors are there. So for an example that any competitors are there, so that particular competitors are selling that particular product in how much margin price. Suppose that you are selling that polo shirts or polo t-shirts. You have to check that other shops also, they are selling that whether the polo shirts or that polo materials, and what percentage of that margin they are selling. Suppose that the original price they printed as it is 1,000 rupees. So for an example, that 1,000 rupees, that one set of dress. So they are charging for 1,000 rupees. So actual cost is 1,000 rupees, but they are giving that for 900 rupees. So, but they are purchasing from the wholesale. Wholesale means that the polo shop for that 600 to 700 rupees. So they are keeping margin for 200 rupees. So you have to calculate that if you are selling for 850 rupees, then how much product you can sell. Suppose that you are reducing the price. You are reducing the price to 700 rupees. So for 700 rupees, how much product you can sell? So for an example, if you are selling that 5 product for 1000 rupees, which is equal to 50 products for 100 rupees. But if you are selling that 5 product for 1000 rupees means you are getting only that 5 customer. But in similar manner, if you are selling that 100 rupees for 50 persons means you are getting that 50 customer. That is very, very essential. Then the next one is a channel. So through which channel you are giving that advertisement. For an example, that you can give that advertisement in the local channel, or you have that sufficient investment means you can give for that normal TV channel also, or sometimes that you can give that newspaper also. So in the newspaper also you can give that ad. It may be that 1/4 of that full page or half of the page, like that you can give the advertisement. So you have to describe how you reach the customers. Some people, they are using some, they are printing some notice and they are distributing to all the people who are available, or they are choosing some areas. So in that area, so some they are for rent basis that they are giving this options. So they are only that people are coming and they will distribute that your notice and all. So that then that will you use your own channel or partner. So that is very, very essential. So the channels are very, very essential for giving the advertisement. So for an example, that production of 10 rupees Coca-Cola bottle, the production cost is only 1 rupees, but they are spending some 6 to 7 rupees for advertisement. Because of advertisement only, they will get that revenue. For an example, without advertisement, if they are selling for 5 rupees means only that some marginally per day, maybe 10 people, they will drink that cool drinks. So after giving that advertisement, after spending that 6 to 7 rupees for that advertisement, then maybe that per day, maybe 1000 people, they may drink that particular cool drinks. So initially that what is that original product cost? Original product cost is only 1 rupees, but you are selling for 5 rupees. It means that 4 rupees that gain you have. So for per day, it is 10 people that they are drinking means, so 10 into 4, it is only 40 rupees. But you are spending that 6 to 7 rupees for advertisement, and you can give, you can fix the price for selling to that shops and all for 8 rupees means you are keeping only 1 rupees gain, but you are selling that 1000 bottles. So you may get that 1000 rupees. So that also you have to think. So that channel is a very, very essential for establishing your business. Then the customer relationship. So the customer relationship means that it is very, very essential, because that if you are losing 1 customer means, so because of 1 customer, you may lose that 100 customers. Because 1 customer is giving some negative feedback about your company means it will be spread like a virus. So now that coronavirus, you know about that coronavirus, how much fast it spread among that people. So likewise, that if the people, if you are losing the customer because of that negative feedback means it will spread like that one only. Because that they will tell that if you are going that for that particular shop means that quality is not good. So that colors is also that after 2 to 3 wash, it may be over. So like that, if they are giving that negative feedback means you will lose that many customer. So that answers how to get or keep and grow your customers. That is very, very essential. Then the next is to answer this question, walk through the entire customer journey in detail. So for an example that you can give that you can create some feedback form, and in that feedback form, you can ask your customer to whether they are satisfied with the product or that product is good likewise. So then that you have to consider that feedback. According to that, you have to change your business. Suppose that you are purchasing that some shirts from one company means that quality of that shirt is not good means you can change that company also. So that you can purchase that shirts from some other company. It may that lifetime of that particular shirt may be long means, so that customer will satisfy and they will tell to another other people also. So that means that your business would be slowly, it is increasing. Then that revenue streams. So that where does that money comes from? Suppose that you are investing some money and that first month you are getting some income. So in that income, if you are spending for yourself means, so that definitely you will not grow for your business. Again and again that you have to invest that amount to your business. Suppose that you are having that, for an example, that you are spending the 1,000 rupees per day means you are getting some 1,200 rupees. So that 200 rupees income. So that 200 rupees that you are spending for you means, then again that you have to spend that 1,000 rupees only means the next day you may get some gain or some loss also. Even that if you're getting that gain means then it is okay. But if you're getting some 200 rupees loss means no one will compensate that loss. So because of that money, so you will lose that because that you're not able to purchase that any other items in future also. Then the next thing is that what strategy will you use to capture the most value from your customer? So the strategy is very, very important. So if you're going for some textile shops means that there are some boys or girls are there. So they will convince you, for an example, that if you are going for only purchasing that on t-shirts or on pant only. But when you're coming, you will purchase some 4 to 5 pant or 4 to 5 shirts like that. This is the talent. I heard one story. So one person that he went to that particular shop, and that time that that boy, so he gave some suggestions. So finally he bought some sheep. Then that owner asked that boy, so why you gave that only this sheep? So instead of that, you can go for you can recommend it for that big sheep. No, like that he conveyed. Then he told that no sir, that he want to go for that fishing, so that I recommended only for that small ship. Then that then he asked why you want to go for that fishing. Then he told that sir, that I told to purchase some fishing items so that he can go for that fishings. Then that slowly that that particular owner asked. Then finally he told that sir, he came for that shop for purchasing the tablet. So I told that if you are going for that fishing, that fishing means then that your what is a headache will be relief. So like that I gave the suggestions. So this is the business tactics. Actually that person, he is going to that particular shop for purchasing only the tablet, but the particular seller boy, so he changed his mind and finally he purchased that more number of items in that shop. That is a business strategy. One more thing is that, so for an example, if you want to be a good salesman or good businessman means you have to sell a refrigerator for Eskimos. So they are the best seller or best businessman, because that is Eskimos, that you know about that Eskimos. So they are living in that ice area only. So for that area, you have to sell that fridge. Then that what type of business tactics you have to follow. And the next thing is the sixth one is the key resources. So in the key resources, we have to describe your most important statistical assets. So that typically it's a combination of it may be a physical, or it may be intellectual, or it may be human, or it may be a financial. Then the next one is a key activities. So here the key activities is what are the most important strategies, things you must do to make the business model work. So this is also one of the essential one, so that we can know that what are the strategy we can follow. Then the next one is a key partner. So the key partner means, so you have to choose your right partner. So for an example, that business and all. So whenever that you are choosing your partner means you have to, that person should be a dedicated person. Suppose that you are choosing the partner, he is coming and he is taking some money. So then that he is enjoying that outside world means it is not at all good for your business. Because of him also, definitely one day that you will lose complete business. So that key partners are, it is a very, very important. And also that you have to choose the task and activities. And the last one is a cost structure. So the cost structure is a list of key costs and ensure they are aligned with your value propositions. So that every day that you have to do you have to note down your what is how much amount you are invested, so that how much amount you are getting. It means that how much profit you are getting, whether it is a profit or whether it is a loss. Everything that you have to do in that. For an example, that if you are using that notebook also, or for an example that now it is a digital things are there. So in that also that in the software, many softwares also there. So for maintaining that cost structures and all. So that type of softwares you can use. So it is an overview. The customer segment. It is a list of top customers looks for the segments that provide the most revenues. Then the second one is a value propositions. What are your products and services? What is the job you get done for your customer? Then the third one is a revenue stream. It is a list your top 3 revenue streams. If you do things for free, then add them here too. Then the fourth one is a channel. So the channel is mainly used for that advertisement. How do you communicate with your customer? Then how do you deliver the value propositions? Then the fifth one is a customer relationship. How we are maintaining your customer. Then how does this show up and how do you maintain the relationship? And the sixth one is a key activities. It is what do you do every day to turn your business model. Then the seventh one is a key resources, the people, knowledge or mean and money you need to run your business. Then the eighth one is a key partner. It is a list the partners that you can't do the business without. It means that it may be a suppliers or anybody. So for an example, that you are continuously taking that product from one particular company. So that one they are giving a good material. But the thing is that cost is somewhat high. In the similar way, if that other person is approaching you, so that person is ready to give in the low cost, but the quality is also low. So in that condition, if you're choosing the second person means definitely you will lose your business, because that customers are coming for only for that their satisfaction. They want that good product. And the cost structure. So the cost structure is, it's a list your top cost by looking at activities and resources. So for key partners means that for an example that most of the people are preferring that iPhone. So for an example, I want to purchase one phone means my first thing is I want to purchase that iPhone because of quality. The cost may be very high. Even that the same configuration I may get for 10,000 rupees also. But some standard people, they are not preferring this. So they will purchase only for iPhone because that quality and also brand. Then the next is how to go for this. So it is a step-by-step guide is given. So before you start that, these are the arrangement that before you start what you have to do, then what is the high level, then connecting the building blocks, and what is the current state review and final steps. So before you start, what are the things you have to do? So you can learn a lot from your competitions. Before you starting that your any business, first you have to check who is your competitor. So your competitor may be that opposite shop also. So first you have to learn from the competitors. Then they choose some competitor and map their business model, how that people are doing that business. So suppose that for an example, that Xerox machine means, for an example, that one page they are charging 1 rupees or one page they are charging 2 rupees. Means for an example, if you are taking that both pages, it means that front and back means they are charging only 3 rupees. So instead of charging 4 rupees means they are charging 3 rupees. So that those who are, want to take some books, Xerox means they will come that shop only. So if you're charging for each page the 2 rupees means, so no one prefer that your shop, because that for taking that one page of printout, they will lose 1 rupees. So like that, it is a customer mentality. So you have to check, you have to map their business models. Then armed with this information, you will have the deep insight into what customer want and what they are willing to pay for. Then you will have a clear picture of just how customer needs are met across the entire industry, not just in your company. So that also you have to do some analysis. And you will uncover that vital information about how other businesses, maybe even that very successful business, are having that created their own business in the market. So for an example, that if you are asking the experience from the successful person, means you won't get that much information. In the same way, you are talking with the person who failed in the business, he will tell, so for what reason that he failed in that business. Like that, you will get that lot of information from the failed people. So normally the people are telling that in the success, we are not learning anything, but from failure, we may learn many things. And you will uncover that vital information about that how other business, maybe even very successful business, and have created their own business in the market. So these are the checklists you have to prepare before starting that business. So get the right team of 3 to 5 people together, because that with the help of that one hand, we can't create any noise. So you have to use the 2 hands. So if you are clapping means, so then only that sound also you may get. So for that, you have to choose the right person. So the team of that 3 to 5 people together, because a single person, you can't run that business by your own. At least that you need some help for the 2 to 3 persons. Then you grab a large chunk of wall space. Then print or draw the canvas on big sheet of the paper. Then have plenty of sticky notes and marker ready. Allow yourself that 45 to 60 minutes of undisturbed time, because that if the people are continuously coming means that you are sitting and you are writing your ideas means, so you won't you're not able to recall, or you can't able to solve that particular issue. So normally that what is the difference between a normal person and critical thinker is that the normal person will think in a problem in a same way, but critical thinker, they will think in the different way. Then the next one is it's a high level. The first thing is that we have to start by mapping out the business on the high level. It means that only that most important vital aspects of the business model. So here the tip is that you have to try to make your criteria as clear as possible, so that you and other will still understand that what they mean in 3 months time. Split up more complex design criteria, so that you have to do some analysis of an example, that if in the starting that you can take that what are the expenses and what are the income are there for 15 days once, or monthly once, or 3 months once, like that you can do some analysis. Then the next is connect the building blocks. Here that link up the building blocks are every value proportions need a customer segment and revenue stream. So when everything is on board, take a step back, have a short break. Did you miss anything? Then forget something. These are the things you have to recall. Then here the tip is that if you have that multiple customer segments, it is best to pick a color for each segment in the post-it notes you use. So that way you easily see if it for each segment there is a value proportions and a revenue stream. So normally that for an example that you are telling some problem to that students with. So for an example that I'm telling one problem statement, I'm giving one problem statement. So for that problem statement, I'm giving some papers to all the students, and I'll ask the students to give some solution. So from the problem statements, what is the problem you came to know from this statement? And for that, you have to write one solution. So like that, if you're giving means, they will give a lot of solutions, because that all the people are not focusing in only on that one side. So that all the people minds are in the different way also. So that for an example that in the classrooms, a 60 students classroom, if you are giving that problem statement means you will get that almost that some 30 to 40 different solutions. Then that next is the current state. So don't mix ideas for the future state with what is going on right now, and don't mix different departments. So it is meaning that, for an example, that you are establishing that your shop. So then that you are thinking in your mind. So you have to do these kind of things. So you have to do some changes in that. So like that, if you are thinking means, so don't don't mix with the current one. So for an example, that if it is a current one means that you have to go only for the current one. For an example, in future, if you are thinking means, so whenever the time comes means at that time you have to implement here. Otherwise that you are thinking only about the future and you are mixing with the present means it is not at all good for your business. So if you work for a large organization, you might find the varying value proportions and business models. So in that case, ask the different departments to map out their own business models. You can compare them afterwards. Then the next one is a review. So the review is a very, very important one. So what is the need of review? For an example, that you are doing some mini projects. So in the mini project also that review, the faculty may conduct. What is the need of review? Because that you are doing one project, whether that you are going in the right way or in some other way, that from the review only that others will know. So you are thinking that that is the right one. But so you are in the starting stage, but you are thinking that that is the right one. But only that experienced people may know this may be suitable for you or not. So take a step back and check if every customer segment is linked to a value proposition and a value stream. So make sure that everything on the left side of the canvas, it needed to support the right side of the canvas. Everything else can go. So here that some business model performance are given in the questionnaires. So you have to rank this. So rank your business model performance for each of the following questions. The first question is, how much do switching costs prevent your customer from churning? Then how scalable is your business model? Does your business model produce that recurring revenues? So do you earn before you spend? How much of the work can be done by others? Does your business model provide built-in protections from competition? Then the last one, on what cost structure is your business model based? So these are some of the questions if you're asking means, so from that you will get the answer. So if you're getting that 0 means it's a bad one. If you're getting that 10 means that excellent. So normally that if you're going for any service also, or if any products are delivered also, they will ask that give the feedback. So in the feedback means it's a review only. For an example that you are going for that you purchase one car, then regularly you are going for service. So in that service, so they are giving that feedback. So in that you can rate whether your rating is bad or excellent. So like that. So because of that, this also, if they are getting some continuously excellent means they will get some revenues or they will get some rewards. So for that only that even that in the what is it? Every shops, so they are preferring only the excellent feedback. Then the final step, so have an artist visualize your business model. It helps to create impact when sharing the model, and it makes it easier for others to become connected. So for an example that you are starting that business, so you want to, for an example that you want to make your shop colorfully. So for that reason that you want some critical thinking. So with the help of that critical thinking, so normal that for an example, you are having only that black and white environment around you means you can make it as a colorful things, because most of the people, they will prefer only that colorful things. So that you can do some decorations, or you can call some architect, and from the architect help, you can make your what is the atmosphere, it's colorfully. For an example that you started one hotel means that how ambient is there. So inside that how that you are decorating. So for that customer will come for the next time also. So they will recommend that because that in your that particular, for an example, that in your hotel, that particular chamber, it is completely that the particular customers are satisfied means, then they will tell to that other friends. So they also come regularly so that your customers are day by day, it is increasing. So these are the checklist to take a snapshot picture of your business model canvas of each easy sharing future reference. So that business canvas model, it is not only for the starting of the business. Every month you can update that one. So for an example, that first before starting that one, so you have to do that, fill that checklist. Then after that 2 months or 3 months time, so again you have to do. Then that after 6 months, again you have to do. From that you can know how you are developing in that business. Then ask your team members to discuss the business model with others. Then trigger team members to actively look for one or two blind spots. Then filter out the design criteria, then test your assumptions. So next we'll see that some of the successful business model canvas. The first is a Google. So in the Google, that mainly they are focusing on the customer segments. So in the customer segment, they are using the search users, then advertiser, then content owners. So these are the customers. So who are all the search user? So all the people only. So for an example, that if small things also, we are using that Google search engine only. For an example, you heard one name, one famous person name means, then that you are searching that famous person name in the Google, then you will get some idea. Then advertiser. So nowadays that you are using that Android. So it is Android is a completely that Google take care of that one. So in that they are not charging for that using that particular app, mobile apps, but in that they are showing some advertisement. For an example, that you are searching some product in the Amazon or in the Flipkart. In the after 2 to 3 minutes, if you are using the some other browser also related to that informations are available in that. For an example, you are searching for that what is it? Shoes. So you want to purchase one formal shoes. So you are searching in that Amazon website, then you are closing that Amazon website. Then after sometimes you are using that Facebook. So in the Facebook, they are showing that some shoes pictures. Because of that advertisement. Then the content owner, so they are the owner. Then that what is the next one? Who are the customer, how they are maintaining the customer relationship. Then the channels. So through that, which channel they are advertising. Because that Google, they are not required that any advertisement. Because in the Google itself, they advertise themselves. Then that what is the value propositions? So they are giving that free and fast search. You can search some ads also. We can display that ads also. So for that, what is the use? So if you are giving that, here they are giving the relations. For an example, for searching ads or displaying ads, we will get that ad revenue and also display that ad revenue. Here the advertisements, advertisers are there. Advertiser, they will advertise their product. Then that free and fast search. Here, what is the revenue? It is free. But even though if they are giving the free, they will collect the income from that advertiser. Then what is the key activities? It's a platform management and R&D. Then what is the key resources? It is a platform. Google is a platform. Then who is a key partner? It is a platform and OEMS. What is the cost structure? It is a platform cost and content owner. So whomsoever they are giving that advertisement, they will give that cost. This is a next is the Skype. We already saw that again that I'm going to discuss that customer segments. It's a free call or user who wants to call phones. So the first thing is that here that they are using the value proposition is free internet and video calling. So it is matched with the revenue. So revenue means it's free. For free user also it is free. But it is if for an example, if you want to make international calls means that Skype is very cheap. So the cheap calls to phone. Here that user who want to call phones. So they are relating. So what is the revenue stream? It is a prepaid calls and hardware sales. Then apart from that, the customer relationship is self-service and channel is skypes.com. Then it said it is required and partnerships. Then that what is the key activity? It's a software development. What is the key resources? It's a software developers and software. So you can download Skype from that Google Play Store or that some other sources also you can download. So who are the key partners? It's a payment provider and telecom partners. So what is the cost structure? It's a software development. Then the next one is a Gillette. So Gillette, you know. So for razor, they are using. So the customer segment is customer. So they are using what is the value proposition? It's a bait. It is a razor handle. Then hooks are blade. So these two we are using. It's a value propositions. So what is the revenue stream? So for an example, nowadays they introduce that use and throw. So use and throw means that once that they used for shaving, then afterwards that we are throwing that one. So it is a one into handle purpose purchase. So for an example, that if you're going some interviews and all, so if you purchase that one blade, that use and throw blade means, so that is after shaving that we can throw. So there is no need of keeping in the box and all. So it is a frequent blade replacement. And what is a customer relationship? It is a lock-in. What is a channel? It's a through retail only. They are selling all the things. So even sometimes they are giving that advertisement in the TV channels also. What are the key activities? It's a marketing, R&D and logistics. So the key resources are, it's a brand. It is a, and they patent. So already the patent means that others, they can't use that particular product. Not product, it is a particular that shapes and all. So then the key partners are manufacturers and retailers. The cost structure is, it's a marketing, then the R&D, logistic and manufacturing. So this is a summary. So the business model canvas provide a way to show the key element of any business model on a single sheet of paper. The canvas is based on the 9 building blocks and the interrelationship between them. So through that example that you show, be able to see just how easy it is to represent the complete business model of any company on a just one sheet of paper. So it is not about the ideas, it is about making ideas happen. So grab the pen and start to work on your idea. Thank you all. So this is my details. So if you have any query means you can send mail to that my mail IDs. So this is my contact number. This is my WhatsApp number. So if you want to see my credential means you can see my website. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there is one question in the chat box.
Can you read, ma'am?
The question is by the student, what are the main challenges faced by a business? What
The
are
main challenges means that they don't know that customers, they don't know how to maintain the customer relationship. That is a main failure for business. And also, so that for an example, that first day I'm investing the 1,000 rupees, I'm getting the 200 rupees gain means the next day I have to invest that 1,200 rupees. But the people are, what their people are doing is that the 200 rupees income, no, so that they will spend for their own. And the next day they are again that they are investing the 1,000 rupees. But on that time, if they will lose the 200 rupees, for an example, that only that 800 rupees only they got means for the 200 rupees, again, they are going for some, they are asking some loans. That is the only example. So for that only that they are not able to sustain. So for an example, whatever that income, whatever that gain you are having, again, they have to invest in the business.
Thank you, sir. So girls, everyone, anyone are having any doubts? Has anyone has any questions? Please chat in the box. Anyone want to ask any question? Sir is ready to tell the answers for you all. I welcome the student Akanksha to give the vote of thanks. Akanksha. Akanksha.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. I, Piyakanksha, student of BSc first year. It is a great honor to propose vote of thanks to all who helped us to make the session interesting. I thank Dr. Santosh Kumar sir for giving his valuable inputs and how to take our projects into the business world. It is my pleasure to thank Professor G. Sudarshan Reddy, Secretary cum Correspondent, for conducting the session on business model canvas. I would like to express brief gratitude to our principal, Dr. J. Achutta Devi ma'am, and our vice principal, Dr. Kavita ma'am, K. Sindhuri ma'am, president of IIC, and also thank heads of the department. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Akanksha.
Sir, thank you so much, sir, for the valuable session. Bhargavi, you can, when Sampurna, you can stop recording.
Okay, ma'am.